All right, welcome to another episode of Casey Campbell's videocast, and we have actually kind of a big announcement. Casey Campbell with Great Lakes Post here. Aryton Ori is the guy to my left, and if you guys do not know him, if IndyCar fans know him, he actually competes in the USF 2000 series for the series, but he's actually going to be competing in this week's ARCA Menard Series race at the Daytona Road Course in the 74 car. How are you, man?
I am doing very well. It's really cool to be here.
Yeah. Just so everybody knows, how do you pronounce your name?
Ayrton.
Ayrton. Okay. So just kind of talk about how this kind of deal got put together.
A friend of a friend and Permatex.
So just kind of go into how that got put together and how did the deal come about.
So they saw that this Daytona race was coming up, and a lot of these guys in the field, I've been told, have not really been on a road course before, and so they wanted a road course ringer. I have to say, I really like that name, and they want a road course ringer for Daytona. And so they reached out to me because Permatex is one of my sponsors, and they sponsor that car. And so they wanted to see if I wanted to come out and do the race.
Another interesting thing is that this is your first time in a stock car.
Oh yeah.
I know you've raced on a ton of road courses before, but are you nervous about racing on in a stock car? I know you've raced on the Daytona road course, but a stock car is very different from a sports car and a open wheel car.
Right.
Are you ready for it?
I think I am. I think when I raced on the Daytona road course in the BMW, I think that helped me a lot to understand how this car is going to be like, because of how much of the car I was driving weighed and just where basically the braking is. I know these cars are going to be braking a lot earlier than the car I was driving, but it still just gives me a reference.
Yeah. Just kind of talk about yourself and how you got into racing.
Well, I got into racing because my dad, actually, when I was 5 years old, he got a little kid car. It's actually sitting right over there. And my dad put me in a little kid cart that went about 40 miles per hour. And he went out on the track with me to see how I'd do. And I did good. And I loved it. I loved it from the moment I stepped in that cart. I mean, it was incredible.
Your name is Ayrton. Of course, everybody refers to as the great Formula One driver, Ayrton Senna.
Right.
It just and Stingray Robb, two of the greatest racing names ever. Like, just awesome names. But
right.
Anyway, I know that I know you've not known a lot of people on the stock car scene. I know that usually drivers and IndyCar guys would know each other because maybe they raced go-karts together or something like that. But when I was talking to your dad this afternoon before this interview, you know a couple of guys, but not anybody in the field. It's
Right.
pretty interesting to go down there and get to know everybody.
I think it will. Hopefully, hopefully that I can just, make some friends there and just, all right, we can all get along. And I think that'll be cool.
Yeah. What are you most nervous about getting in this car?
I think it's going to be probably, I've never really thought about that, actually. Just like, you never really think what the most nervous aspect of the car, because you never really think about that. I think the most nervous thing for me is probably the braking, actually. Even though I said that the car has prepared me for this, in the simulator, this car breaks really, really early, and I really got to anticipate that.
Yeah. So, kind of looking into this, I know let's kind of transition to the USF 2000, which some maybe people may call it your day job.
Right.
Um, I know that I know that the season's kind of course, with everything with this pandemic, has been kind of altered a little bit. How are you doing there? I know that you have been able to get some races in at Road America, and then and then last week at Mid Ohio. So, but how have those races gone for you?
It was, I think, for Road America, I hadn't been in the car in months. It was just, I think Road America was just more of a learning experience, just to just get back in the car and just get used to everything. And then with Mid Ohio, I still think that we're still trying to learn some things because the tracks don't have the IndyCar laid down on them, and because of that, the cars will act different, and there's not as much grip, and you have to adjust to that. And so I think we're just trying to find the right setups now.
Yeah, but and of course, I think if I'm correct, your next race in that series will be at Lucas Oil Raceway, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
An oval. Do you
Yes.
think you may ask? I mean, I know it's a little different
Right.
what you're doing, but a lot of these guys you're going to be racing with have raced on ovals before. So you're going to kind of ask them for advice, even though they may race in different kinds of cars, but they have experience on the ovals.
Right. I definitely will ask someone advice about how to handle the ovals. I mean, I do have my team owns an Indy Pro 2000 car.
Yeah.
And so there's a driver that they have that is that race on ovals, and he's really good at it. And I've been asking him advice, and what they say is just keep the wheels straight as possible. Don't make big adjustments with the throttle, and just keep the car very steady.
Yeah. But overall, do you think you may see yourself if you do well in this stock car? Maybe do you think you could be possibly trying the stock car route, even though I know you want to go to the IndyCar series?
I actually want to go to Formula One, and
Well, there's that too.
yeah, and I don't think that I'm doing this for exposure, and I just want to get as much exposure as possible, and just get as much out of it as I can, because I mean, you never know how long this is gonna last.
Yeah. All right, Ayrton, thank you so much for joining us today, and good luck at the Daytona Road Course on Friday. And you're actually going to be carrying a camera for MAV TV on Friday.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be real exciting, actually.
Yeah. All right, Ayrton, thank you so much, and good luck this weekend, buddy.
Thank you. All right.